Big movements in DataC Incorporated stock price on Wednesday, moving 11.21% between high and low, updated on January 13, 2021. Buy or hold candidate since January 12, 2021 loss -9.51%. The DataC Incorporated stock price fell by -9.51% on the last day, Wednesday, 13 January 2021, from $2.63 to $2.38. During the day the stock fluctuated 11.21% from a day low at $2.28 to a day high of $2.54. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 12.8% over the past 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day along with the stock, which is actually a good sign as volume should follow the stock. On the last day, the trading volume fell by -542,000 shares and in total, 180,000 shares were bought and sold for approximately $428.13 thousand. The stock lies the upper part of a very wide and falling trend in the short term, and this may normally pose a very good selling opportunity for the short-term trader as reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be expected. A breakup at the top trend line at $2.61 will firstly indicate a slower falling rate, but may be the first sign of a trend shift. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to fall -36.75% during the next 3 months and, with a 90% probability, hold a price between 50 cents and $1.65 at the end of this 3-month period. Signals and forecast. The DataC Incorporated stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at $2.25 and $2.18. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Some negative signals were issued as well, and these may have some influence on the near short-term development. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Tuesday, January 12, 2021, and so far it has fallen -9.51%. Further fall is indicated until a new bottom pivot has been found. Volume fell along with the price during the last trading day, which is technical positive. One should, however, note that this stock may have low liquidity in periods, which increases the general risk. Support, risk and stop loss. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $2.09 and $2. There is natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the stock then may fall to the next support level. In this case, DataC Incorporated finds support just below today's level at $2.09. If this is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $2 and $1.91. This stock has average movements during a day, but be aware of lower falling volume as this increases the risk. During the last day, the stock moved 26 cents between high and low, or 11.21%. For the last week the stock has had a daily average volatility of 13.60%. Our recommended stop loss, $2.24, -5.80%. This stock has medium daily movements and this gives medium risk. There is a sell signal from a pivot top found 1 day ago. Is DataC Incorporated stock a buy? DataC Incorporated holds several positive signals, but we still don't find these to be enough for a buy candidate. At the current level, it should be considered as a hold candidate, hold or accumulate, in this position whilst awaiting further development. Due to some small weaknesses in the technical picture, we have downgraded our analysis conclusion for this stock since the last evaluation from a buy candidate to a hold/accumulate candidate. Current score, -0.726. Predicted opening price for DataC Incorporated of Thursday, January 14, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 14, 2021. Current price $2.40. DataC Incorporated engages in the development and distribution of electronic and web-based security solutions. The company focuses on development, manufacture, and trade of security equipment. DTSS is overvalued compared to its price of $5.03 per share, has below average safety, and is currently rated a hold. Recommendation, REC hold. REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the VectorVest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value. Current price, $5.03. Current value, 21 cents. DTSS has a current value of 21 cents per share, compared to a price of $5.03 per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value/RV. Very poor. RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. DTSS has an RV of 0.02, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety/RS poor. RS is an indicator of risk. DTSS has an RS of 0.66, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility and other factors. Timing, relative timing/RT. Excellent. RT analyzes a stock's price trend. DTSS has a relative timing of 2.00, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing/VST. Very good. VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. DTSS has a VST rating of 1.30, which is very good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety, and timing. Stop price, $3.04. Stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. DTSS has a stop of $3.04 per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. C. Comfort Index. Poor. C is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. DTSS has a C of 0.51, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. C is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, earnings growth rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. DTSS has a forecasted earnings growth rate of -6.00%, which VectorVest considers to be very poor. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. DTSS has a forecasted EPS of -12 cents per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE, price-to-earnings ratio. PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. DTSS has a PE of -41.90. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 63.37. A. Earnings yield. A reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. DTSS has an A of -2.39%. This is below the current average of 1.58% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to PE ratio. DTSS has a GPE rating of -0.14. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. Dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in division. DTSS does not pay a dividend. DI, dividend yield. DI reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. DTSS does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DI equals 100x, div/price. It is useful to compare DI with A. If DI is not significantly lower than A, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. DTSS does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and A levels that are much higher than DI. DG, dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. DTSS does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG, YSG Vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DI, DS and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. DTSS does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety, and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. VGVAL. VGVAL is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. DTSS has an VGVAL of 111,394 shares traded per day. Percent volume. Percent volume reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the VGVAL. Percent volume equals volume of VGVAL 100. DTSS had a percent volume of 54,423.79% on Thursday, January 14, 2021. Percent PRC. DTSS price changed 111.25% from the prior day's closing price. Sales. DTSS has annual sales of 1 million. Sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. DTSS has a sales growth of -100.00% per year. This is very poor. Sales per share, SPS. DTSS has annual sales of 7 cents per share. Price to sales ratio, PS. DTSS has a PS of 74.14. Shares. DTSS has 20 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization. DTSS has a market capitalization of 105 million. Business sector. DTSS has been assigned to the Internet business sector. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group. DTSS has been assigned to the Internet, software, industry group. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors.